a minute that's gone by since I walked out of the doctor's today at 12:45 that I have not thought about fucking shooting myself.
Well,
why do I have
and we'll see you next week.
Why do I have 1,000 fucking friends and nobody wants to go out to lunch? Guess what? I don't need people to go out for. I can have just as much fun by myself. But I'm
Same.
like, why the fuck am I friends with all these people and nobody wants to hang out? Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, you never come out. Fuck you. That's what I'm going to start doing now. Fuck you, pay me. I'm going to just like that fucking Jesus. Fuck you, pay me.
Well, I mean,
you want to hang out? Fuck off. Where were you before? I had the whole summer off. I'm literally waiting for somebody to say, oh, I'm on the patio. I'd like to go have some drinks. Guess what, motherfucker? I'm coming. I'm ready to drink and hang out with you. Where are you when I need you? You ain't there. Fuck you, baby. You know what? I'm not even waiting. Goodbye. We're going to fucking space tonight, bitches. Daddy doesn't care right now.
Well,
you can't leave me at home with these fucking kids for 4 fucking nights this week. I can't do it. I'm not built for this shit.
It's tough, man.
I love my kids. I'll do anything for them. That's the problem. That's what I did today, and guess what happened? It bit me in the fucking ass.
Well, what you ask for in return as a parent is usually very minimal.
What? Exactly.
I'm gonna let you do all this. I need you to do this.
How many is he allowed to have? Cookies?
I don't know. What's a good amount? How many? 4? Is 4 cookies good, dude? 5? All right, 5 cookies. Go to bed. Can I get an automatic gun, tape the fucking trigger down, or zip tie it down, and then turn the safety off? Will then it just shoot me 100 times in the face? I'm asking for a friend. I'm the friend.
I think that could probably work. You got to get it from Acme, like the fucking Coyote.
Just put it on the Coyotes tab, you fucks.
Oh man, it's been a week. Yeah, I've had
shoulder hurts so bad right now.
Let me first apologize for being absolutely zooted Friday.
Yeah, so let's take a minute and relive that.
Yeah,
you remember nothing. You were absolutely useless last weekend.
Yeah.
I put up Pud Rodriguez on the board for fun because it was a joke the week before, thinking you might see it and make a comment. You had no clue. You couldn't see your sunglasses. On your
No. You know, sometimes you go out and you're
yep.
You're getting that good feeling, you know, that zone, and you're in that zone for longer than you should be. And then you start fucking with the zone, you know?
Spent a little too much time in the spirit world.
And you're like, you know what? Of course I can have 3 martinis that are all vodka. Of course I can do that because I'm in the zone, baby. No, I was kicked out of the zone aggressively. I don't remember doing karaoke. Don't remember that.
The best, wrong way with the button. I hate these buttons on this one. The best part was last Friday, I ended up with some shit that took a little longer than it should have.
Yes.
You took that opportunity to say, I'm going out drinking more because you were fucked up in the afternoon.
Sure was.
And I was like, Chris, it's going to be about an hour. Maybe just chill, drink some water, maybe have a beer, just relax. Soon as you heard that, you either got in your car and went to the bar or never left. And then you told me you were on your way home numerous times. And then when you called me, I heard people in the background that I know weren't at your house. And I asked you about it, and this is what I got.
Yeah, I was too drunk to make up a lie.
You were. I could hear the squirrels running.
Yeah.
In the background. And then I heard Miles, and I was like, well, this motherfucker ain't going anywhere. And Miles is trying to blame it on the bar having a new bartender that's hot as fuck.
That was true.
That's great. There's a new bartender. She's hot as fuck. Cool. I got to go. I got some shit to do. I really wish you were cognizant enough to say, hey, bro, I'm fucked up. Let's call it for tonight. As I sat down here going, you have 2 minutes to text me. If you don't, I'm leaving. And I was slamming my beer and I was getting ready to walk the fuck out of here because it didn't hurt my feelings.
Sure.
You showed up And then Miles was there, and then the guy that shall not be named, but you named him 84 fucking times.
Yes.
It was the most epic shit show I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was
I
angrily beautiful watching that.
couldn't have been yelled at more on Saturday.
Plausible.
But every once in a while, you try to do the math, and then the devil takes over, and the devil was thirsty. The devil
literally said, "You ain't doing math tonight."
I got absolutely fucking fucked.
You did. It was insane, dude.
Yeah. And so
of all times that things were going sideways, to just say, "Hey, we're not going to do one tonight. Let's just bag it." That was the night. And you just like, "I'm not calling it off." I'm like, "You need to call it off."
No, winners win, dude.
You did not win.
Cut me, Mick. Cut me, Mick.
Oh, so we should have cut your throat last week.
Fucking, that would have been better off.
Oh, I know. And it wasn't just one. We just kept going.
Yeah.
And then by the second one, I had enough beer in me where I just didn't give a fuck at this point. I was like, whatever. Trying to talk any sort of proper English and make a point to you guys was useless.
I haven't been that drunk in fucking years.
That was special, man.
Years.
Special weekend.
Yeah. I
was like, "How was your podcast?" I'm like, "Fuck him." Fuck his podcast.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm genuinely apologizing for my actions.
First off, don't apologize to me. Yeah, I'm the last person you need to apologize. I knew what was getting into.
My attorneys have prepared a statement. I apologize for my actions
to everyone in Egypt that was listening.
They're like, "We can't even drink here, dude. What is it? What's wrong with it?" Yeah, no, I got fucked, dude. But whatever. Sometimes you just go off the rails a little bit.
Yeah,
it
happens, man.
But I swear to God,
I think I was there once.
I was in the zone, and I thought, foolishly, I agree, that I can be in the zone forever. No,
it's a tough place to hang out for periods of time, dude.
You're hanging out, and you're doing shots, and you're like, holy fuck, I'm still in the zone. Yeah. And then I turned my head, and I was instantly Corky from Life Goes On. I turned into a complete mongoloid in 0.4 seconds. And
I was literally 1 minute, you are Steph Curry.
Yep.
Logo threes. Bang, bang, bang. The next minute, you're Angel Reese.
Yes.
Brick City.
I got
clank, clank, clank.
And it just hits. And boy, did it come to collect.
And it is the weird thing about being in that spirit world or the zone or whatever. You and I have both been there, obviously, different times. We've been there together before.
Yeah,
it's
a
real thing. Andy's. I mean, there are days where I can have 10 beers and feel fucking wasted. Yep. There's another day I can have 18 beers, 6 shots, smoke a joint, take a gummy, and be like, I'm in the fucking zone.
Yeah. I'm in the
like NBA Jam type. He's on fire.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all of a sudden, like you said, it comes to collect, and boy, it comes fast. That wall was a long way away, and next thing you know, it is right here.
Apparently, I might have toppled down the stairs a bit.
Dude, I mean, I could see your eyes behind your sunglasses. Well, I knew what they looked like.
Yeah,
they were fucking slits.
I don't remember. I remember bringing up Goonies. That's the only thing I remember saying. What would you watch when you stayed home sick? Give me a go-to movie.
About that, yeah.
I remember saying that, and then my brain was like, "You've done enough, son. You should." Jesus, take the wheel.
Look over, Jesus is hammered as fuck.
I'm like, dude, you're supposed to be the DD. Fuck you, my dad. Oh, go ahead, talk about your fucking dad.
It was a fucking glorious shit show.
Yeah. So my bad on that one. Weirdly enough, so I go out yesterday for a little bit. Like I didn't get hammered or anything like that. Because I had to go get a blood test thing today, keeping up with the old medical stuff. And my liver enzymes have been a little weird since I started taking a statin. This is old guy talk. We're now talking to the age 55 demographic.
Which statin do you take?
I don't fucking know.
I take rosuvastatin.
Yeah, that's it. I take that. So in some people, it can double down on your liver enzymes. And all of a sudden you go from being normal to fucking spiking. Not crazy like you have pickled liver, but they start to.
Mine went the other way.
Oh, did it really? Yeah, nice. So it can go one way or the other, or you can just stay the same. Mine was a little high. So for like 3 months, it's been a little high, little high, little high. But it hasn't gone up. Like if you have like liver failure or some shit, it keeps fucking going. And then you get no reporting because your liver is a fucking pickled egg, you know? So I go to get my fucking blood done today, and it was a non-fasting one. And I had the best levels I've had in fucking 6 years. Because I stopped taking that fucking shit. Now, sure, my triglycerides are probably through the roof, but whatever. I work out. It's fine. So that's good news. But
I did that too. And like the one of the last times I was at the doctor, it was a little over a year ago, the first time I was there, and he said, you know, your cholesterol is like 2 points over the top. You know, I got my blood work back. I got it in my portal, and I get all the test results, and mine have all the graphs, like, you know, where you're supposed to be for my age.
Yeah.
And height and weight and all that stuff. And then, you know, they're just a touch over. And he's like, hey, man, let's get you on this. Let's bring that down. Not like you're in a danger zone or anything, but whatever.
Danger zone.
It was cholesterol, and one other fucking thing was up just a touch.
Triglycerides?
I can't fucking remember which one it was. Anyhow, they put me on an extra pill. And 6-8 months later, I went back for another checkup. I think it was just before I had my surgery. I had to go in and get all that shit done. And I go to see my doctor. He goes, all your shit's good. Mm-hmm. He goes, if you look in your portal, he goes, everything's green. He goes, I got nothing but good results for everything. He goes, your liver's in good shape. Your kidney, something to do with my kidneys.
Yeah, my kidneys are always a little high because you can drink too much water and it fucks them up.
And that was exactly it. And I told him that. I said, I drink this fucking thing's like, I don't know, 40 ounces of water. I drink 5 or 6 of those a day.
Yeah, I do 6.
And it wasn't until my dad said that you can drink too much water and technically drown yourself. Yeah. So I asked him about it, and he goes, let me stop you. He goes, yeah. I know. Fuck. At this point, waterboard me. I'm just going to open my mouth. And
I want you to be a baby at Tommy Lee's house.
You mean on some girl's face?
No, the one that drowned in the pool.
Oh. My bad. I got confused.
Thanks for getting the reference of a dead kid, you fucking nerd.
But I was like, he's like, dude, whatever you're doing, just keep doing it. He goes, you're doing great. I'm like, you told me to do this. I just take my stupid pill.
You gave me this magic pill.
He goes, it didn't go like my cholesterol. I don't know what the fucking level is. Just say 300. I was at 303. He goes, it's not like it dropped down to 210.
Right.
It went into the 270s. It's like where or whatever. I'm just making up numbers. I'm not a fucking doctor, nor do I play one on TV. Not Doogie Howser. But it was like, just simple shit like that. And dude, you remember the day you and I went to the Michigan game?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I randomly at that tailgate threw up in front of that truck.
Yes.
And you're like, what the fuck's wrong with you? I'm like, I'm not drunk. And you're like, I know, we just started drinking. That fucking gag thing that I used to have, I would randomly throw up.
Yeah.
I'd start whatever. I got on some fucking famotidine. So let's take it 2 days a day. I haven't had one episode since I've taken that shit. And I'm all about not taking fucking 84 medicines.
I agree.
You know, and all this shit. But I'm just going to say this. The shit that I've been taking has improved my life or my health slightly.
Yeah. That's all you need.
I can't shit on it.
No, yeah, I always go like, if 20 years ago, that we should probably put you on. I've always had high cholesterol, always, or high triglycerides. Even when I wasn't when I was like 19, trying to like going into the Marines, I was like, they're like, your triglycerides are fucking through the roof. I'm like, I don't drink. Sure, I had a bad diet. My mom I didn't drink at the time. My mom worked at a fucking store. I get pizza subs all the fucking time, you know. So whatever. But they're like, you should be like 700 pounds with these fucking triglycerides. I'm like, can we just do like a blood transfusion and fucking let's go. Let's swap it out. You know what I mean?
you keep people get new kidneys and hearts and lungs and shit. Let's just do that with the blood.
Swap it out, But yeah, no, it was surprised because I'm like, I kept going to Tanya. I'm like, I'm just going to wait. And she's like, well, you're going to do a podcast tonight. You're going to drink a little bit tonight. And then tomorrow you're going to go, I'm going to wait because then it's going to be Friday. Then we're probably going to go out Friday. And then you got to wait all the way through the weekend. And then, Sunday, you kind of have some beers on Sunday. I'm like, there's never a day, which really sounds concerning.
Yeah, I know, right?
But I went in and she did it. And everything was green. The only thing that was not in the green was sodium because my sodium was too low. So I'll take it.
Mine was high, and this was before my first surgery. So 2 years ago, my sodium was high, along with my blood pressure was to the point they thought they literally were about to follow me home in an ambulance. She's like, "You shouldn't be alive. Are you dizzy? Do you faint? Can you tie your shoes and whatever?" I'm like, I'm a fucking 50-year-old beer league goalie. The only time I literally get out of breath is when there's scrambles and I'm down and flopping around and everything, and it's mad action. And then I get up and do my breathing thing, and it calms me down, and I'm fine. She goes, "You see stars? You black out?" I'm like, "No." She goes, "You should be fucking dead."
Yeah.
I'm like, because it was like 190 over 140. They're
Holy
like,
fuck.
Yeah, dude, it was. That's why they failed me on my pretest.
Yeah.
So that's why I pushed surgery off a couple of weeks, and I had to get on this fucking blood pressure medicine, and they went from 5 to 10 milligrams to 20, and then doubled it again to 40, which is the most you can get. And I've been on 40 ever since. And after I had to sign off, I had to have my surgery at a hospital. Usually, I do it at a surgery center, ambulatory center or whatever.
Yeah.
I had to go to Millard Fillmore Suburban because it had to be done at a hospital because my blood pressure was at that level. I had to sign off on it that if something happened, I was at a hospital and they had surgeons and doctors there to take care of it.
Fuck, dude.
So then after it fucking leveled off, and I got a blood pressure cuff. I was taking it like every day. It's fucking like 121 over 82, 119 over 78. It's like fucking perfect now.
Yeah. Mine will creep up when I go to the doctor.
A white coat syndrome, they say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I'm like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, dude, they're like, you get nervous going to the doctor? I'm like, I'm not sick. I'm not scared of anything. I don't have anything. What am I nervous about? I'm coming here to get my.
We're at the age now where like you go in for a random physical and they're like, "Oh, you got 2 months to live." Yeah, it's just
I can't wait for that. Please, fuck, I'm waiting for that this fall, October. I'm waiting for them to sit there and say, "Hey, we gotta have a talk. You have 4 months to live, and I'm gonna throw the fucking greatest party." And
I will.
I hope I don't make it.
Yeah, if I had 4 months left, I would probably get like $500,000 in credit cards and live like a king.
I'm living in Vegas. I'm just gonna fucking go to Caesars, get the fucking penthouse. I am gonna gamble on blackjack, and I'm not even good at blackjack. I don't give a fuck.
Let me ask you
this. I'm walking out of here $500,000 in debt and let my wife take care of it.
No, when you die, it's in your name.
Allegedly.
It just goes away. I think.
Allegedly.
Or whatever.
I don't think it works like that.
Who gives a shit? You're dead. No, I've thought about this too because we had a friend. I would call him acquaintance for me, but like he was friends with some other people around here, and he found out he was sick, and he's gone. Like it was quick.
Yeah.
And I don't want friends visiting me at the hospital. I don't want friends visiting me in hospice. I want that tombstone moment where Wyatt goes and visits Doc for the last time. And he goes, "If you have any respect for me, you'll walk out of here and go live your life." And that's it. I don't want to look weak in front of my friends. I don't want to look weak in front of my family. I genuinely know that people care about me and I'm lucky for it, but I don't want people around. Just let me fucking die.
After my car accident, I mean, I was fine after the second surgery, but I was in there for like a week or 10 days or whatever. Like I had a bunch of friends come in. People were bringing me Maxim magazines. One of my ex-girlfriends, who's a good friend of mine now, she brought me her fucking little Nintendo Game Boy.
Oh, sick. Yeah.
And a bunch of games. So I had something to do because, I mean, what do you get in the hospital? You get shit food and you get to watch 4 stations of fucking TV.
Price is Right.
Yeah. Matlock, fucking Days of Our Lives, and the news. Fuck that shit. And then a bunch of my hockey buddies went to Anchor Bar and they got a bunch of wings and they fucking snuck them in the hospital. And they came in my room. We locked the fucking door. And we were there fucking just smashing wings.
Sick.
And then the fucking nurse, my nurse was the best. And this is fucked up that I can remember this 20-some years ago. She was the fucking best. She was there every day. I happened to get her on shift or whatever. And she came in and saw all the fucking wings and shit in the garbage. And she's like, why didn't you say something? I go, what do you mean? She goes, we could have went and got you fucking Anchor Bar wings.
Oh shit.
We could get you whatever you want. I go, I thought I was fucking into this fucking
Yeah, then
bullshit.
you get your bill and it's 30 grand for 12
Well,
weeks.
it was I didn't have insurance, so fuck it. It was I anyhow.
The
I'm
old
like, I don't want to
hospital
fucking jello and pudding in this fucking 3-day-old chicken
Yeah.
patty. Fuck off.
Yeah,
She's like,
nah.
we could have fucking stuck you in some of that. I'm like,
Yeah,
whatever.
I'm just I don't like the whole idea. Like I saw my dad sick, and it's just like
I don't want to. Yeah,
you feel like shit. You know what I mean? Like, sure, you like I want to see my kids and stuff like that, but after a certain point, just go live your life.
yeah.
If you have any respect for me, Wyatt, you'll go and you'll live your life. Am I incorrect in this, or did that Angel Reese lady win the BET thing like for the 3rd year in a row? Is it 3 years in a row? Go ahead, Darren. Question.
It's the BET,
Sure.
which stands for Black Entertainment Today. I got 2 of the 3. Fuck off. Award for Woman of the Year. Do not put much weight to that at all.
Yeah, but like you can't find.
She is the worst.
Yes, she's terrible.
Caitlin Clark gets hurt. Her team plays Caitlin Clark's team. While take Caitlin Clark's out.
They still lost by like 30.
Yeah, tickets drop to like $3.
Yeah. Yep.
Nobody is coming to see this girl play basketball.
Of course. Yeah.
Everybody's like, you're racist because you like Caitlin, you don't like Angel Reese, blah, 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 blah. If you've paid any attention to this, you will know that this Angel Reese girl is terrible at basketball.
She's not good.
They're like, how the fuck is she in the WNBA?
Yeah.
Have you seen the videos of the group of guys that bet on her?
Oh yeah.
That guy's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
That guy's funny. The group of guys that bet on her to miss her first shot every game.
Fantastic. Love it.
But they're like, if you an NBA player said if you locked Angel Reese in a gym with a basketball for 3 days and came back and got her on Monday, she'd have 10 points and 10,000 rebounds. Tell me we're wrong here.
I think it was actually Robert Griffin III.
It might have been RG3. Yes, it might have been.
Fucking burn though.
Yeah, dude, and he's not wrong.
No,
she has terrible fundamentals.
The fact that they started calling them me bounds.
Oh, dude, that was the funniest thing ever.
Like you think there's not enough words to come up with anymore? Like we got all the words,
but then now she's just so outspoken, and now she's starting to compare herself. She said something like, "I modeled my game after Michael Jordan." No, you didn't.
Mm-mm.
No, you didn't.
No.
And then people are like, "Well, fucking Dennis Rodman. That's all he did was rebound." Dennis Rodman contributed to wins.
Yeah, Dennis Rodman was also one of the greatest on-ball defenders of all time. By the way,
played defense like there was no fucking tomorrow.
Reckless abandon.
He legit contributed to winning.
Yes.
Angel Reese does the opposite.
Yeah, they brought some other chick off the bench.
And have you seen like her walking into the arena? They're like, she needs to stop with this fucking Met Gala fashion show walking in and focus on. Dude, they showed her once warming up from like 8 feet away. And I am just watching clang.
I wonder.
And I'm just sitting there going, is she going to make one? I'm like, can we bet on this? I need to bet on this.
I wonder if, and this is not me being a fucking asshole. I am an asshole, but
yeah,
I wonder if I could beat her. Game to 11, winner takeout. She's way younger. She's been around the game.
How tall is she?
She's probably.
Well, she can't jump.
No, not one.
None of them can jump. That's evident. They've proven that they can't.
She's 6'3", so she's taller than me.
Yeah, by what, an inch?
Yeah.
Size-wise, you guys match up.
Oh yeah, I'd fucking body her up, dude. But I'm nobody.
I love you and hate you, and I'd love to see you get fucked. I'd love to see you eat your own sack lunch right here.
I think it'd be closer than people would think.
I think so too. And
Yeah.
I mean, I would for one bet money on you. And
I
would.
I
And I'm
don't.
not saying you're gonna game to 11. I'm not saying you're gonna beat her fucking 11-3. But
I
say
might
it's
squeak
gonna be
out a win.
it's gonna be 11-8, 11-9. I
Yeah.
have a feeling
She can't shoot.
she can shoot.
And coincidentally, she can't play with her back to the basket, and she can't play under the basket. Like,
She has no idea where the basket is when she turns around.
and her shot is so fucking weird because it's like up and down. You know what I mean?
Have you seen the videos of her going to catching the ball outside the 3-point line and everybody runs in? Nobody guards her because they know she can't make it.
She's like the fat kid that can't hit, where everybody walks forward in baseball. He's not doing shit, dude.
Bring it in, guys. Come on.
Of all the black women to be sportswoman of the year, all of them.
Dude,
I don't know if you know this, Daryl.
It's BET's award.
Of course.
It's like getting an award from MTV. She's not getting a WNBA award. She's not getting any sort of Newsweek Woman of the Year award. None of that shit.
But I don't know if you know this, but black women are way more athletic than whites. Athletic. There's a crop of black women to pull from to be sportswoman of the year for BET, whatever. She shouldn't win shit.
No. They're just trying to pump her up. And like you said, 3 years in a row. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's what surprised me.
Caitlin Clark should be back soon here. So it's been about 2 weeks. So
I thought it was one of those like things where Facebook hits you with something and you're like, fuck that, you know, and then you Google it and you're like, all right, I shouldn't have been mad at that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I Googled it, it was fucking real. Yeah. 3 years in a row.
BET, dude, it just holds no weight. It doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, they give that fucking fat cunt that tried to get a lift when she needed a forklift. Like giving her rapper of the year award.
Yeah.
What weight does that hold? Nobody fucking cares, dude.
Oh, dude, and how terrible are the fucking every once in a while I'll see this too. Rolling Stone's top 50 rappers. And Nicki Minaj is on the list. Top 50 rappers of all time.
All right. So,
like, lists are fucking stupid. Let's make a list.
Yes. So I got a problem with that too. And this is just me being an old fucking curmudgeon. Is of those 50, 30 of them I've never heard of because they're the mumble rap guys that are the rage today.
Sure.
Speaking of that, Silento. Later, dude. Watch me whip. Watch me nay.
Oh, is he?
He shot and killed somebody, and he's going to jail for 30 years.
Damn.
Yeah. But I've seen those lists, and I've stupidly go to the comments. Like, I don't know why I go to the comments. I've gone to way too many comment sections lately that have pissed me off.
Well, I think they put out fucking lists to get people to talk about it.
Dude, that's all it is.
To get the clicks. It has nothing to do with the actual content, which is fucking crazy to me. Because if you're Rolling Stone fucking magazine and first of all, they shouldn't be talking about rap music at all, in my opinion. But
I agree with you. Yes. Yeah, that should
it's not the right thing, right? No. But if you're putting out a list and your name is fucking Rolling Stone magazine, at least try. Yeah. There's no love to like the 80s rappers. None whatsoever.
No, a lot. I mean, a couple of those guys make the top 10, but most of them are like 30 and below. And it's ridiculous. I just sit there and go, whew. I take a deep breath. Yeah. It was today.
Careful.
That was from earlier, dude. Today,
my farts.
I bring out one of my DJ speakers.
Yeah.
And I'm playing music and I'm like, fuck it, man. I'm tired of listening to EDM shit. I put on Ice Cube radio. We're bumping some old school shit. One of the black dudes across the street comes over. We were talking about something. And E40 comes on. West Coast rapper out of Oakland. And him and I start talking about like E40 and Too Short and shit. And he's just looking at me like, dude, you're white. You know about this? I'm like,
yeah.
I grew up on this music. I love these guys. And I am just blasting old school, like no radio play shit today. And I had fucking 4 black dudes in my front yard today.
Yeah, I was concerned for your safety.
We're drinking, having the great. Brady's fucking running routes on dudes. He's hitting home runs off this other guy. He was loving life today. Everybody was playing Brady. We were drinking and shit. But we're just talking about the rap game, and it's just like, I'm older. I'm stuck, with the old guys. I don't know any of this new shit. If it's after 2010, I don't really know who you are.
Yeah.
Aside from fucking Drake. And
Sure.
he's more of an R&B bitch anyhow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jen Redfern. I'm not even going to try to enunciate that last name. Reza fucking Pez dispenser.
Rizpka.
Do you know who Jen is?
I don't.
I don't either.
Jen, do I know you? How do I know you?
Jen, put in the comments if we know how we know you. Don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed because we've been drinking. I've been drinking.
Redfern.
I just took a gummy.
Robert Redfern.
Robert Redford Pez dispenser. We're totally shit out. Looks like she's got two cute dogs.
She's got doggies.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough because
we have a number. We have a number, but it's not at the bottom of the screen.
I can put it up, I guess.
Yeah,
if we're finna to do it.
Hey, why not? We could use some somebody with some actual thoughts. Let's see, dude, the chick. So maybe she's gonna talk about secrets. Angel Reese or rapping. I'm all right with that.
Sure. Let's see if this will connect.
Not a Pez dispenser. Secrets. That's how you say your last name, Jed Robert Redford. Secrets. Oh boy, here comes that edible. It's coming up.
And here we go.
Tune in next show.
BTA-2. Come on now. Oh no, I still get that weird buzz.
I just heard it.
Yeah. Let me see if it'll connect. There we go.
I was gonna say, if not, can you just put it in the?
Yeah. All right.
Can you read it to me?
I gotta find it. Hold on. This
888.
This is for you, Jen. We'll find it. And we'll put it up.
I have it saved in my phone.
I might have fucking gotten rid of it.
Bro.
Hold on.
All right.
Overlay. God, the scroll. So
Contacts.
Hold on.
Dolts hotline. I got it.
Hold on.
Oh, it's 716 number. What the fuck?
Let me turn it on. Googs.
I can't read any of this. 202-9178. Whoops.
Okay.
What did I say?
It is on.
202
716-202
9178.
9178. 716-202-9178.
I think it's going to pop up on the screen.
Call
We
in.
think you might have entered a phone number in your comment. I have. Post it anyway.
Oh.
Connecting.
I am most likely just going to get violated.
And you're live on the air. Can you hear us? Oh, hold on.
Unmute it, dumbass.
No. Hold on. Why isn't it calling in the Bluetooth? Hold on. Man, I set all this stuff up when I'm hammered.
It's like beer fest.
Yeah.
Drunk.
Hang on, I gotta get really drunk to figure it out. Jen, I'll call you back in 2 seconds. Okay, bye. All right.
I got some sort of alert when I went to post this in the comments. Facebook's like, it seems like you have posted a phone number in a comment. Yeah, motherfucker. And then it said something, and I like post anyhow, and I think it might have said I might get banned. So
fair.
At this point, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm really rooting for an anvil to fall out of the sky tomorrow.
You and me both, brother.
Tonight. I might just go outside and lay down in my front yard. Hope there's a fucking police chase and one.
How come in Looney Tunes it all comes out of? Now, why isn't this working?
I don't know. Apparently, my wife decided to watch. She's out for dinner and everything for work, and now she's watching.
So, phone. There's that.
If you're watching, I have no fucking idea what the kids are doing. I don't know if they're up. I don't know, whatever. I just don't care anymore. They're doing whatever.
So
Last I knew, your son was crying that he could only get 4 cookies instead of 5, and I said, just give him fucking 5.
Okay.
I hear
Okay.
people laughing.
That was Jim and Anthony on a new podcast.
Oh, was that soundbite?
Yeah.
What's soundboard clip?
All right. So let's see. I wanted to go to Bluetooth.
That was a good clip. At first, when it popped up, in the bottom, it shows you where, like if it's going to be like 3 minutes long, the little white line goes across the bottom. It was like started out real small, and I was like, fuck, this is going to be an hour long. I can't watch this.
Right.
So I started watching it, and like 12 seconds later, it started over again. I'm like, oh, wait, okay, hang on. Let me pay attention.
It ends up being good.
It was very funny.
I don't know if the phone thing isn't working. My bad. I'll try to fix it for the next episode.
Coming at you in 20 minutes ish.
I don't understand why it's not calling that number through the board, but everything else will be through the board.
Yeah, usually it shows up down in the bottom corner, but it says private chat. And I don't even know what that means.
I wonder if because I'm connected to my watch.
Gay.
I got this watch and it's great, but it monitors your heart rate and shit like that.
Oh, I could privately talk with the hosts and other guests.
Ooh, fancy.
I guess that means if people are in the thing.
Okay.
In the metaverse. Are we in the metaverse? Is this the metaverse? What's the metaverse?
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna try to turn my phone off or my thing off.
Watch.
Yeah.
Okay, Dick Tracy. Didn't he have a fucking watch?
Yeah, and so does Dick Warlock. He just wears around his huge fat cock. All right, so the watch is off. All right, we'll try to do the phone in about 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, because we have to shorten these fucking episodes.
Yeah. Anyways.
It's great that we talk about doing that, and then we do it for like 1 week, and then we're back to stupidity.
Stupidity.
I was gonna say idiocy, but
have you ever shit your pants? Don't lie.
Yes.
Which time would you like to know about, Kayla? I shit my pants so much that I can tell you what fucking animal it looks like. I'll be like, oh, that's a giraffe and 9 butterflies.
I'm a petting zoo in my back of my pants.
I don't know. I remember looking at my dad's underwear when I was a kid, and it's like yellow in the front, brown in the back, and you're like, what the fuck happens when someone turns fucking 45?
Wait, I don't want to be that old. Yeah.
But dude, I will paint a canvas.
Were we just talking about an animated, we're going to do the cartoon clip, and you were talking about the suction cup episode from
4 years ago?
Dude, it has to be 5 years ago. That was when I was doing it on an iPad. And that was the funniest fucking shit. But then the shit story, I got friends that text me.
Yeah.
They're like, it's coming, right? I'm like, it is. Anniversary day's coming up. And every time it shows, I think it just came up.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah. Yeah. And I was like, I tag them in it, and they're like, this is the greatest fucking story. I'm like, the best part is I was there for 90% of this night. So I can tell you that everything that was said in that story is accurate as fuck.
Yeah. I had a night where
and then your sister backed it up.
I was not eating any fat. But coincidentally,
you were on a you were on like a no gluten, no fat. You were just eating super clean.
Yeah.
Because you were a fucking vegan cunt.
Because the doctor was like, your triglycerides are going to kill you. You can either
different time.
No, it's been a very long time. Let's tie it all back together to cholesterol. So you can't go to Buffalo and eat anything healthy. It's impossible. It's impossible.
That is correct.
So I finally give in. I had fucking grilled chicken and broccoli at Rafferty's. Which who the fuck even knew they had grilled chicken there?
It wasn't grilled. And it wasn't chicken.
And then I broke down because we were drinking a lot. I'm like, fuck it. I'll have pizza logs. We go to like 7 different bars. It's in the middle of a fucking snowstorm. This fucking asshole thinks he's in an Uber.
Dude, no, there was no Uber then. This all happened before Uber.
You thought you were in a taxi.
We left the bar that was a mile down the street from my house. Chris had already devoured pizza logs, so things were in motion. We were drunk. That was when we met the bartenders from Vinny's,
Yes.
Amber and Ryan. And I had met them a couple times before with my wife there, and they started throwing shots at us. We were well into it when we left.
Oh yeah.
We get out of the fucking bar, get in Chris's car.
Allegedly.
This is all alleged. And he gets into drive, and we were going to the Polish Villa to see comedy. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
And I
Herberger
got
and Nick
in the
Syracuse.
back of the car. Don't know why. Don't know why either. We no more to leave the parking lot, and my wife calls. My girlfriend or wife at the time.
Girlfriend.
This is how long ago. We've been married for 10 years.
Yeah.
10 and a half years. So yeah, it was before that. She calls me and she says, "Where are you?" I'm like, "Oh, we just left Rafferty's. We're in a," she goes, "Are you guys driving?" I'm like, "No, we're in a cab." I thoroughly believed I was in a cab because I was in the back seat. And Chris was allegedly driving in a fucking absolute whiteout blizzard where the snowbanks on the
in a Dodge Charger.
No,
which don't handle well.
The snowbanks on the side of the roads were over the top of the car.
Oh yeah, easily. Yeah. So I scream, "You're not in a cab, you fucking asshole. I'm driving." And then he flips his phone. He flips his phone closed, and the phone rings. He does not answer.
He goes, "You should not answer that." All right, cool.
And at this point, like we were talking about earlier, we were still kind of in the spirit land.
I just took a sip of beer. I looked at the screen, and it's doing this. It's getting. It's your camera.
Does that.
It ain't fucking edible.
Yeah, it's my camera.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it could be both. So we get to Polish Villa, and I'm still in it where you can operate. You know,
there's no stumbling. Yeah.
See some comedy. See my friend do comedy. Yeah. I always love watching him do comedy.
As fuck.
And I grab a beer and I take a sip of this beer, and that's when I'm out of the spirit land and I'm into holy shit, I'm fucking hammered. So we get out. I say something dumb to Grodick. He was there, and I was talking to him perfect. And then all of a sudden I was slurring like a motherfucker. And I'm like, we got to get the fuck out of here, you know? So allegedly we pile back into a car. Stupid fuck Rain Man he sits in the passenger seat in the front this time. And we go literally a block away basically to Vinny's.
A quarter mile around the corner. Yep.
Yeah. Get to Vinny's.
It's packed.
I allegedly
we had to park on the side road.
Yes, it's packed. Yes. And I perfectly parallel parked this bitch in the middle of a snowstorm. No backup camera. Just raw dog it. It was perfect, dude. So,
as far as I remember, allegedly.
So we get in, grab some beers, and then I think it was really hard to get beers or something, which made me think it would be funny to take a beer from a guy in a wheelchair.
He's like, he doesn't need it. What's he gonna? He can't drive. Fuck this guy.
I was like, what's he gonna do? Chase me? That was back in my more aggressive days. Anyways, I gave him the beer back because I'm a gentleman.
No, you drank that beer. I had to get him a new beer.
Okay, yeah, he was reimbursed. So I go to say something to Daryl, and I feel like someone kicks me, but it's my stomach rumbling with side diarrhea.
Like I can just get kicked? I'm like, he goes, "Where's the Asian guy?" I'm like, "Me here." I go, "Nothing's going on, dude."
So, front rumblies is like you're gonna have to shit in a couple minutes. Side rumblies is 911. So I say goodbye to Daryl.
And by goodbye,
parked because
now it was like, gotta go. Fuck your face. I'm out. Good luck getting home. I'm like, oh, my taxi's leaving.
I'm running around outside of Vinny's in a snowstorm, trying to illuminate my car that's now covered in 7 inches of snow.
Literally, we're there for an hour and a half. And there was 6 inches of snow on top of his car, and it's stuck in a snowbank. It was nobody should have been out that night, but yet Vinny's was absolutely fucking mobbed. And I think it was the Buffalo mentality when a snowstorm hits. Get to a bar, because if you get fucking stranded there, you're in heaven, right?
Best place to be. Yeah. Yeah. Why not? So I allegedly make it not too far away, literally another couple blocks to my sister's apartment. Don't know.
Allegedly.
But allegedly. Park the car, get in, manage to use the key in the door to unlock my sister's apartment. And I'm fighting this one back. My asshole is like percolating, you know? I get to the bathroom, and that's where I become so drunk that I can't operate my belt. So I try to slide my pants down, which causes more pressure on places that didn't need any more pressure. And I proceeded to fill my pants with poop. So much so that my pants could easily slide off because I had so much poop in them. So I sat down on the toilet, slipped on my own poop on the toilet, smashed my head into the sink, and I finish excavating all the pizza logs from my body.
Just so you know,
Then I
he
realized
had 3 pizza logs. This is what it did to his frail ass body, because he was a vegan at that time.
Tore me up. So then I look, and there's no toilet paper. So I go, all right, there's got to be something around here. It's a small bathroom. I got long arms. I'm looking around. There's no fire establishment. So I find rubbing alcohol.
What did you find?
I found rubbing alcohol and cotton balls. So I cleaned my body up with rubbing alcohol. No, it was nail polish remover.
Yeah, nail polish remover.
Scented.
That had to feel good on your asshole.
Oh,
Cool.
Dude,
grip.
in between the balls was the worst.
I know.
So I clean myself up. I roll up my 40-pound pants now.
That are completely full of shit.
And I go to throw them out in a dumpster because I'm not going to leave them in the apartment. You know,
Again, you left out 2 small details.
Okay.
1, you're butt naked.
Yes.
His midsection and lower region is covered in fingernail polish remover.
Yes. Yes.
So we all know what happens when that shit hits cold air.
Yes.
It is also snowing like a fucking twat outside. So by the time he goes in and has all this happen, another 6 inches of snow have fallen.
And I don't realize until I get to the dumpster and until I have the dumpster lid up like this to throw my pants in, I don't realize that I'm completely naked. And the shock of me being completely naked makes me drop the dumpster lid, which proceeds to then again hit me on the fucking head. So yes, Kayla, I have shit my pants.
Okay, finish the story. What happened next?
I go back in, fall asleep for a couple minutes.
This is the best part.
Leave my sister $20 because I shit all over her rug.
Note.
And a note, sorry. And
I'm sorry, I shit all over your bathroom.
I was gone. You know me. When we go out drinking like that, I Irish goodbye in the morning. Very rarely do you see me.
Real quick, this motherfucker and I have hung out a billion times since we became best friends. We go out drinking, and I'm talking we drink.
Yes.
It is a 15, 16-hour day, just annihilating and deleting beers. We get home at 4 or 5 in the morning. I wake up at 7 to go take a piss. He's gone. His car's gone. He's made whatever bed he's laying in. He's just gone.
I fold everything up. I'm a gentleman.
Yeah. And then I wake up at like 10:30 or 11 and I call him. I'm like, bro, where the fuck are you?
West Virginia.
I'm in West Virginia, motherfucker. I'm like, what the fuck? So he leaves a note. Irish goodbyes his sister. I don't know where she was at her boyfriend's house. Had to be.
I think she was sleeping.
She allegedly might have been in there.
But yeah, I put my head down for about an hour and a half and was outie.
So you told this story, and everybody's like, all right, I get it up to this point. Now it's just like, okay, you just embellish that story. Your sister's like, nope, Here's
is.
a $20 bill I have, and hang on. And she pulls a note out of her fucking wallet.
It's factually accurate. Like
And
to the
the
T.
fucking note had a poop fingerprint in the corner.
That's not true at all. But it might be true.
It might be true.
But
She's like, every time this story gets told, she's like, I need to fucking have the Men in Black fucking thing from that night. She goes, it was the worst thing ever. She goes, he says he cleaned everything up. There was still shit everywhere.
probably it was a mess. It was a bloodbath of poop.
So now when Chris decides he's coming up to Buffalo to hang out for a week for whatever we're gonna do, like 3 weeks prior to that, he just starts eating all the bad shit.
Yes.
So his body's attuned to coming up here.
You got to prep your body.
Living on pizza logs, Bush Light, and a fucking chicken finger sub.
And you get Amazon packages filled with Imodium.
Imodium, yeah. He was one of the best men in my wedding. I had 5 best men. I'm sorry I couldn't pick. All these guys meant something to me. It was the best thing I could do. So he's coming up, and he goes, "Yo, there's a package coming Wednesday, and then another one Thursday." I go, "What the fuck, dude?" He goes, "It's just for me." I'm like, "All right. What's in it? Don't worry about it. Just don't open it. Just leave it." You get to the hotel for my wedding, and he fucking opens them up, and it's fish oil pills, Imodium AD, fucking what's the pink shit, Pepto Bismol,
Oh yeah, yep,
all sorts of fucking multivitamins and
Yep.
all this shit. And he is just like, "This is my anti-hangover fucking next to my pant packet." And he just fucking eats like 84 fucking pills,
Yeah.
and then still fucking gets drunk and still shits his pants. Why are we doing this?
Yeah, that's funny. If so, we will. So what I'm trying to do is find a cartoonist to take that. What's funny is like I've written a lot of things. Someone's calling.
It's the hotline.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get it to go to Bluetooth.
If I get out of this stream of the Facebook
hold on, I'm trying to fix it.
If I'm just saying, if I get out of this, one, I always have a hard time getting back in. Two, I might be banned on Facebook for posting the phone number to our fucking podcast.
Yeah.
Why is that such a deal? Why can't doxing and shit? Probably is that what they're
doing? So we'll punch out of this. I'll fix the call stuff and we'll go from there. How about that? Sound good?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get a little bit more bottle trash.
We might have some topics.
Did we ever get through the pet peeves last time?
You mean last week when you were super drunk and one of my pet peeves was doing a podcast with you when you were annihilated?
That's fair.
Man, fucking yes.
Yeah, you got a creaky door, bro.
We did. I had a bunch and they're not in my notes anymore. So I assume we fucking I'm pretty sure just me and Miles talked about it.
Yeah.
You did not contribute anything last week. So
nice. What's this? That's not. We don't stand with Ukraine. All right. Yeah, I'll get all the phone numbers up. We'll connect the Bluetooth, and we'll be back in a couple minutes.
Yeah. So
we'll talk about riots.
Yeah, I want to talk about riots. I had some thoughts on this.
Yeah, me too. All right. We'll be back in a minute with riots and I don't know, best sexual positions. Let's do that.
No,
let's not do that at all.